Hello everyone and welcome back to Adorableness with Doki Doki Literature Club. I think right now we're going to get ourselves into some poetry written by four beautiful women. I do the same myself. Aha! Yes, I have made it to the poetry part of our game. So happy. So who am I going to show my work of amazingness to first? I guess I'll go to Sayori. Her opinion's the only one that matters right now. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Good friend, quote unquote. ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Murgashi. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Aw, Sayori, it's okay. I don't know what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure yours opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Murgashi poem, and it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Murgashi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Gee, thanks, Sayori. That means a lot to me. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I am going to hold you to that then. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Aw, dear sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Aww, this is definitely something I would write myself. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, Sayori, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean! I still tried my best. And yes, you did, Sayori, you did. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast and didn't burn my house down, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. You do that, Sayori. You take that poem and you grab it by the neck and you make it yours. Wow, that's a lot of aggression I just let out. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, let's show Natsuki now. Yo, Natsuki, how's it going? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? No, I'm good, Natsuki. I'm sure your poem's a lot better than mine. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Oh, okay, I see what it is. I think it means that, like, animals have all these things that they are really good at doing. And people need to find something that they're really good at doing, or all they can do is just try. Or, I don't know. I'm not exactly a very go into it person. I like your poem though. You said I wouldn't, but I like it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I even say that. I said I liked it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Well, you know what, Natsuki? Screw them. Do you. You do you. You know? You do you. I'll do me. We will live together happily. That's how my life works. But isn't the point of poems is for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I didn't know if that was I didn't know if that was what it was about, personally, but I'm glad you can explain it to me. My goodness. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it up for a rhythm at the end, a rhyme, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Yes, you are, Natsuki. You are a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Guess not. Aw, I can expect that. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Aw, my character does have feelings. Yuri's next. Absolutely. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri, it's okay, oh my goodness. Express yourself, you poor child. I'm here for you. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gone anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. That's because she is! She is a smart, beautiful, independent, intelligent woman. Well, she's awesome, I was saying. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You know, I'm not above it, Yuri, so I relate to your situation. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles extremely, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm's breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, I don't know. Yuri, I like your poetry, but I don't understand it. It's okay. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting! Oh my god! Yuri, why? Your handwriting is a billion times better than mine ever gets. Mine's so straggly. Oh my god. What? Yeah, my same exact reaction right here. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose, even though I myself did not get the meaning of the poem at all. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Morgashi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Okay, Yuri, first of all, you said it took me a while to read it, and then you say I only glance over it. What? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Aw, thanks. Well, Monica's the last one. And my less interest. Hi, Morgashi. Having a good time so far? Yes. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. You could have showed me those cupcakes, but you didn't. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Feel you there, bro. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Morgashi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. I like this one. Oh, thank you. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. There's nothing wrong with sounding like Yuri. After all, she is a smart, intelligent, independent woman. You gotta sound like that. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you to have to worry about impressing them or anything. I don't know why, but I get really bad vibes off of you. And I think my character does too, because that was a little awkward. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean that I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Well, considering this game's history, I'm thinking that means that there's a hole in a glitch or something in the Matrix, right? Which is your world. Your world is basically the Matrix. And you're looking out at me through the screen, and I'm looking into you from the outside of the screen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be a really powerful one. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. That's interesting that you would mention that. It's been influencing my poems a bit lately, and I'm pretty sure it's been influencing a little bit more than your poem, Monica. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's interesting that you mentioned that, Monica. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Glad that's over. I gave no insight or feedback to any of their poems. Personally and through my character's voice. So, yeah. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. Hey, poems don't gotta be all that, okay? As long as you're expressing yourself and you're doing what feels good to you, I think you're good. I think you're good, bro. You gotta chill out. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They are gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read and them, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh my goodness, they're gonna have an argument. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice? Natsuki, you're being too combative. Come on. Yuri needs some time to put things into words, okay? We've all learned this, and we all knew this. It's okay. Everybody's poems was great. I even get to read my own poem, and I think my poem was okay. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Morgashi did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me! I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. You guys, it's okay, I promise. They're obviously both very passionate on the subject, and it's okay to have differing opinions. And it's okay to discuss them, but we don't have to argue. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless I come up across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Morgashi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly oh no, the music stopped! What is this? Oh, well, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. You guys, come on, chill out. Come on. We don't need to do this fighting, arguing stuff. It's okay. Everybody's okay. Maybe you're just jealous that Morgashi appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Come on, you guys. No, I don't like fighting. I'm not good at this social situation. You're making me more uncomfortable than anything. No. If I was so full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? No, Sayori, help! Help me! I'm being put in an uncomfortable situation! Help! I didn't read that. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger as soon as Murgashi started showing. Natsuki! Natsuki, this doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. You say it, Sayori. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. No! Run! Get out of it! Run! Murgashi. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Technically, both of you kinda... No, Natsuki kinda started it a little bit. But I don't want to get into it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. All writing can be effective, okay? We need to stop. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I think both things are equally fine. Help me explain that to her, Murgashi. Wait! There's no reason we have to have many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You'll understand that, right, Murgashi? Well? You too, come on. You're putting me in an uncomfortable situation. I said it again. That means it's doubly more effective. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting like this when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Murgashi? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. But you just asked for my feelings. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Thank you, Sayori. We all needed this. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh, Sayori. Sayori. I love Sayori. I think she is by far my favorite character right now. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader. I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I feel that on a spiritual level, Monica. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ahaha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. And that's when it all started going downhill. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Morgashi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat this thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Morgashi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'm really enjoying it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Well, I wasn't saying that, I was just asking. You don't hate them, do you? No! Sayori, no! No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Who? You know, Morgashi, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I like Sayori. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh my gosh. My character is such a player. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, writing poetry. Like I said, I'm not really trying to impress any of these people. I like them all, but I want to impress myself with my own writing. Even though I'm not really writing, I'm just clicking on words that I like. I like melody. That's cool. Vacation. Unending. Shame. Graveyard. Horror. Crimson. Lollipop. Insight. Lots of these are the same. I'm gonna do whispers. Bubbles. Forgive. Fantasy. Uncontrollable, frightening, eternity. I like eternity. Hopeless. Misery. Milk, of all things. Sure, let's go with milk. Why not? Together, skipping, meager, melancholy. Yeah, melancholy. I don't know. Let's do ocean. I like oceans. Oceans are cool. You find shells at the ocean, and I like shells. Variance. Sensation. Headphones. Yes. Let's pick music. I pick music over fireflies any day, although both are equally nice. Fireworks. Yay. I like tears. I like kitties. I like infinite. Boop. Boop. Yes. Existence. Flying. Yes. Why? I always wanted to fly. If I ever get a superpower, I'm going to fly. Intellectual. Twirls. Inferno. And lazy. Everything to describe me. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Murgashi. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Like every day. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Sayori, I see the game that you're playing. And although I appreciate the cunningness, I don't approve of someone taking my money. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Pure descriptions of me fully. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that when she was listening in. Her face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Sure, Yuri. It was just something in your boat. Quote unquote. Yuri, tell Murgashi to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can really responsibly afford. Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate that. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. I do too. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Well, Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before, or she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Plap? Kya! Out of nowhere, someone smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Moof! Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. True retribution. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. And with that bite, we're gonna leave it off right there. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't give Sayori any money. Apparently.